Let's welcome back to the show Congressman Pat Fallon. Okay, Congressman, you heard that report. You filed impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas. Can you tell us why?
Well, yeah, there's three articles, Liz. One is he's lost operational control of the southern border. And in the Secure Fence Act of 2006, it specifically states that the Homeland Security Director or Secretary must have operational control. And when you see 5 million people crossing the border in the last 2 years, and the drug cartels running amok and making wild profits, he's clearly lost operational control. Secondly, he purged himself in front of Congress saying the border was secure. And then while he was caught on a hot mic saying that it was unsustainable and it was chaos. And then lastly, he undermined his own Border Patrol agents with quote unquote whipgate when he knew, the emails now show, that there was no whipping of any migrants by the Border Patrol agents. And yet he said he went with that woke and false narrative anyway.
Congressman, to your point, let's watch more from the New York City mayor. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is really upset because New York City, as other cities, are having to contend with the president's border collapse. Watch this.
We must immediately have a short-term fix of making sure that the cost of this does not fall on our local cities. Our cities are being undermined, and we don't deserve this. Migrants don't deserve this. And the people who live in the cities don't deserve this. We expect more from our national leaders to address this issue in a real way.
The border states, the whole nation does not deserve this. I mean, Mayor Adams heads to D.C. this week to speak at the U.S. Conference of Mayors. What do you make of what he just said?
He sounds like he should be welcomed into the Republican Party because he's finally realizing the true and accurate situation. I mean, Liz, we are broke as a nation. We're almost at a $32 trillion debt. We can't have 5 million people coming across the border every year when they don't have a skill set to contribute to the community. And by the way, they're not asylum seekers. They're economic migrants.
So there's also this Pentagon Inspector General report, Congressman, that nearly 50,000 Afghans whom the Biden White House housed on 5 U.S. military bases since 2021, they cost taxpayers nearly $190 million in damages. We're talking Fort Bliss in Texas, Fort Lee and Fort Pickett in Virginia, Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. So, and also at Camp Atterbury in Indiana, talking damaged walls, damaged ceilings, floors, doors, plumbing, electrical systems. They just sort of like damage throughout the facility's barracks and more.
Well, you know, on the Afghanistan issue, Liz, there were some folks that were with us, that work with us. They're themselves and their families were in danger. But then there were a whole bunch of people, we didn't even know who they were, that happened to just get on the airplanes. And the Biden administration said they were going to do robust screening. They did not do that because very, very few people were sent back to Afghanistan when we know the majority of the folks that came over here didn't even have anything to do with helping us in our mission in that home country.
Are we vetting people enough at the border?
No, not at all. It's wide open. We don't even know who these folks are. This is why, if the average American person understood what was really going on in the southern border, they would demand it to be secured forthwith. And we can do that. Wait Mexico policy. When a Venezuelan says that they want asylum, and once they hit Colombia, they've reached asylum, and yet they transit through 7 more countries. That's an economic migrant, not an asylum seeker.
Got it. Congressman Fallon, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.